Hello, Kim Townsel here. For most of 2016, I've been on a training cycle for powerlifting meet. My goals for the powerlifting competition meets were to avoid injury, to gain strength, to maintain an aesthetic quality to my body. That's for me, not for some outside whatever. And to keep my weight within a range where if I was a little bit higher that I could drop that weight for the weigh-in, which is the day before the meet. In order to do that, I have been very carefully researching nutrition, looking at nutrition labels, trying to get the most bang for my buck. I look at calories like people do a budget. If I'm going to expend 300 calories or spend $300, what am I getting for it? So I want to find the best value for my calories and for my money as well. I have put together a kind of an eating plan that some people may find boring, but it works for me. My body's responded to it very well. I've been able to maintain my weight for all of 2016, and I've been able to increase my strength. There were a few months when I was not on a training cycle, and I experimented with some different things, with some different supplements and all, just to mathematically see what kind of results I would get from them. And the ones that worked for me, I kept those. So this video will kind of walk you through what I kept and what I've been doing for the summer of 2016 as I prepare for an October 2016 meet. This is what I normally eat in the day. I start off the day each morning with oatmeal, and then either mid-morning or mid-afternoon I have a protein shake. I have a prepared portion-controlled lunch, and then at night I generally have one of the soups that I make. The so-called supplements that I take creatine because the studies just show that it's safe and effective. I mix that with a little bit of juice for a taste, and I take a vasodilator before I work out. For breakfast, I always have 3 tablespoons of oatmeal mixed in with some dates or sometimes some prunes, 1/4 of a cup of walnuts, and some protein powder to give me somewhere between 32 and 37 grams of protein, depending on the protein type that I'm taking. My mid-morning or afternoon, depending on what my day looks like, I have a mocha shake with a chocolate protein and usually either coffee that I make extra in the morning or one of the Nescafe Taster's Choice coffee packets. And then for lunch, it's going to vary. I started collecting these photos in the summer, and I had access to a lot of fresh vegetables, of course. So if I had chicken, I would saute that in some curry, put it on top of some greens, some bell peppers, some mushrooms on top of my prepared ground turkey that I'll talk about in just a moment. I had squash and tomatoes. It was a local vendor. He has great stuff, and I would saute that with some chicken that I had prepared in my crock pot. But normally I buy ground turkey, and I cook it up and put it into portion control containers so that I know how many calories and how many grams of protein I'm getting from that. And then I will prepare it with frozen vegetables and the ground turkey and some type of cheese on top. And this is so easy. You just microwave it, put some cheese on there, brown it in the broiler oven. This is the vegetable blend that doesn't have carrots in it. It's just the cauliflower and broccoli. Sometimes I put like maybe a 1/2 cup of tomato sauce on there, but that's going to give a lot of extra carbs, so I don't do that very often. My favorite thing is using the protein blends, the frozen prepackaged protein blends. I use about a 1/2 pack of that and some ground turkey. The previous one was my favorite, Southwest, and this is the Asian blend. I either have or will have a video up about how I prepare those. And then for dinner or supper or evening meal, it's the same. Generally for dinner, I'm going to come home from the gym or whatever I'm doing that night and choose from one of my prepared soups. I kind of have them organized about the top that they are. This shelf is for my soups and dinner preps. The top one tends to be for my work meals and lunches. But it depends on what I've done for the day and what kind of workout I've had. Like, for example, if I've done a really heavy workout, then I may go for something that has a higher protein And I'm going to look at my calorie count and my protein count for the day and see what I need to fill out my 125 minimum grams of protein, and try not to go too much over 2,200 calories for the day if I've worked out that day. If I'm going to have the Mexican turkey soup and I haven't worked out, had a light day, I may just have that with a lower amount of calories. But if I've worked out, I may want to have that and put some maybe some Greek yogurt, instead of sour cream in the chili, or put some cheese in there to up the protein and calorie content. I try to alternate. I know that the lentils are going to have like a lot of fiber in them, and we all know what that does. These are pretty high in calorie count, and if it's going to be low, like a low day, I may just have like some chicken soup at around 400 calories and 39 grams of protein. But I always have a variety. I tend to do like these maybe three weekends out of the month, and I generally have, as you can tell, maybe 5 or 6 things to choose from. So it doesn't get boring. I have variety during the week. These are some shots from my Facebook folder, the fitness folder that is open to the public. That's some Mexican soup. This is some homemade turkey chili that was really, really, really good. That's Greek yogurt on top, not sour cream. This was some split pea soup, which I love, but my mom Rooney hates. She just thinks it's disgusting, but I think it's wonderful. This is some kale, carrot, leek, and lentil soup. That is actually one of my favorites. This was some homemade chicken soup. I tried to see if I could pull a good recipe together, and it's really, really, really good also. This was, I don't know what to call it. I guess, I don't know. And that's just a photo of some of my soups in the freezer. Right now I've got enough for 40 nights. I'm very happy. So that is pretty much my eating plan. When I have the opportunity to go have some fabulous meal, I do that as well, and things just kind of balance back out as long as I stick to my regular eating plan for the most part. I'm very happy with it. My body is responding very well to it. I don't feel hungry. I don't feel sick. I don't feel deprived. I don't feel diseased. I think that people's bodies will tell them what they want if we just listen to them. My whole theory is, if you really want to be healthy, we have to feed our body, not our tongue. If we depend on feeding this, we're going to end up eating a bunch of, just excuse my language, crap that isn't real food, that's engineered and designed to please this or please that. But it's not really doing much for us down here other than making us sick and tired and fat. Listen to your body. Your body will tell you what it likes. Last summer, I tried to eat a lot of fruit. People say, you need to eat more fruit, eat more fruit. I ended up getting gout in my finger from the increase of fruit in my diet, and gout is supposed to be the rich man's disease that comes from having an excess of protein. I eat a lot of protein now, and I've had no side effects from it, so my body just likes protein. It prefers protein over sugar. So I listened to my body and found out that by limiting the amount of sugar that I put in it and the amount of like white flours and things like that, some simple carbs, then my body's going to operate for me much more efficiently. And I look better. To me, I look better. My clothes fit better. It's changing shape. It's responding more to the training and exercising and things that I do. I sleep better. Everything's just great. So listen to your body, because you know what? It's the only one you're going to get. You could trade in for a new car, but your body is the only one you're going to get, right? So take care of it. See you next time. I never make videos when I'm dressed up. This is me coming home from work. This is my graduation dress for my doctorate. Isn't it fabulous? Free people. Love it. Some things are just worth the money. This one was.